What a pleasant ambience to have all the wonderful guests for today's episode of Healthy Talk. I am one of your hosts, Mark Anthony Reyes.
Hi everyone, I'm Erica Jane M. Ramos and I am one of your hosts for today.
And let's begin the talk. Mr. Valentino, can you enlighten us about how might the question of nature versus nurture be misleading?
Good day! Thank you for having me here today. Based on my opinion, they are need to relate to each other. Why? The question of nature versus nurture be misleading by having a misconception or misunderstanding between others, since we have different ideas and impression to nature and nurture. Sometimes it is confusing.
Thank you, Mr. Valentino. And we are looking forward for your next guesting in our show.
So, Mr. Romeo Joven Jr. and Miss Constantina Tricia Nicole, how do the additive effects of adverse childhood experiences impact the developing of the brain?
So, it is because the brain is the central of the regulation and control of bodily activities like the exercising of thoughts and emotions. Any decisions or judgment he makes today is affected by the memory of experience he had. So, the experiences one had is registered in the brain and remain even after it is fully developed.
Everyone, my name is Romeo A. Joven. So, paano nga ba naka-epekto yung adverse childhood experience ng isang bata sa kanyang pag-iisip? So, sobrang laking impact niyan sa bata mentally and emotionally kasi ang adverse childhood experience ay yung hindi magagandang karanasan ng isang bata. For example, child abuse, sexual abuse, or violence. So, imagine at a very young age, may experience mo yun. Of course, magdudulot sa iyo ng trauma o takot. Halimbawa na lang effect nito sa bata yung about sa trust or pagtitiwala. So, in the future, magiging mahirap para sa kanila na magkaroon ng tiwala sa tao because of their past experience. And any bad experience na naranasan mo nung bata ka, madadala mo hanggang sa pagtanta because of adverse childhood experiences, a lifelong effects. May tinatawag po kasi tayong ACE score or tally of different types of abuse, neglect, and other hallmarks of root childhood. So, the higher your ACE score, the higher effect and impact for your adult.
Hi, Miss Macabenta and Mr. De La Cruz. Can you elaborate how is it possible for our genetics to influence our environment and our environment to influence our genetics?
So, genetics can help us to understand why people look the way they do and why some people are more prone to certain diseases than others. Some genetic changes have been associated with an increased risk of having a child with a birth defect or developmental disability or developing diseases like cancer or heart disease. The relationship between your genes and behavior can change over time as you have new experiences. In some situations, genes plays a larger role in determining your behavior. In other situations, environment plays a larger role in influencing your behavior. So, taking time to learn about genetics can help you understand your own health and make healthy choices.
Yes, I agree that environment affects our genetics simply because that environment plays important roles on child's development. And there are some factors that affecting early childhood development. The first one is the surroundings or where the child lives in. Next one is social environment. The example of this is the relationship of children with his family and peers. Also, a good school and loving family will help to develop and build the child's confidence, and it may help the child to excel in class and other social activities. So for me, the nurtured child is better than child who raised in stressful environment.
Wow, what a rational yet wonderful answer. Thank you, Miss Macabenta and Mr. De La Cruz.
Mr. Apolinario Lee Justin, do you believe if the parents are smart, their offspring will be smart too?
So I believe that if the parents are smart, the children will be smart too. Simply because we have three chances. Or God gave us intelligence. We can inherit it or we can have in our own. The three chances are Either you can have you can inherit to your mother or your father. But there are some instances that you can inherit both from your mother and from your father.
Thank you so much, Mr. Apolinario. Mr. Balagtas Gabriel, why is the 13 disability categories matter when planning reading interventions?
Okay. 13 disabilities category are really matter and important while you are planning reading intervention. Because we all know that the reading intervention is a program to help those people overcome their struggle on reading. And by knowing the 13 disabilities category, you can make an easy plan favor to their disabilities or regarding to their disabilities so they can easily adapt it and adjust it in less complicated way. So it will become easy to them to learn or to overcome their struggle on reading.
Thank you so much for your answer, Mr. Balagtas Gabriel.
And that's it for our show. I hope you find it knowledgeable and understandable too. That's Healthy Talk.